The song Flowers by Miley Cyrus is stuck in my head. Started to cry, but then remembered I could buy myself flowers. I can hold my hand, those types of things. And this is not a love reading. This is more about understanding the ultimate energy of being the creator of your reality. I think that whoever is watching this, you really need to hear this to finish out this cycle. There's a cycle that has ended recently, or you can just feel it energetically. And it's kind of annoying because I feel like, if you don't know, the 5D and 4D is ahead, okay? It's ahead of the 3D. The 3D takes a little while to catch up. And so it feels like some of you are still kind of stuck in this stagnant energy, and it's causing a bit of frustration within yourself and within your life and just like in general. And Spirit is saying that you're focusing so much on shifting energy, shifting frequency, that you're keeping yourself in this space where it's like when something comes up to be seen, an emotion, by the way, is what they're talking about. An emotion comes forward. You're attaching that to your value or to the fact that you are, back in an old way of being and blah, blah, blah. And Spirit is like, can you please just feel these feelings when they come up? If you're feeling shame, if you're feeling guilt, if you're feeling sadness, if you're feeling disappointment, if you're feeling afraid, feel those feelings. Like, just because you feel them doesn't mean that they are you. It's just an emotion. It's an energy that comes in and out like a wave. That's it. It has nothing to do with the value that you hold. It has nothing to do with who you are as a person, what you're capable of, or that you're going to revert back. What the hell? Something like jumped on me or something. But anyways, if anything, it's more like to allow this to come forward so that you can really release it, so that you can move into this next phase. I feel like whatever has happened to you, whatever has happened in general in your life recently or in the last 2 years, 6 months, 10 years, whatever it is, you've planted your feet here in this energy of like, this is how it's going to be. And this is what you're seeing. And it goes again to this energy. They're like, don't blame. They keep telling me that. Like, you are not to blame for why you're in the energy that you're in. I think that it's really difficult for you to wrap your head around because you're so maybe used to the idea of manifestation. And of course, we have to take radical responsibility of our life. But as someone who's gone through this personally, it's incredibly important that you understand that just because life is unfolding crazy in front of you does not mean that you are to blame for that. Of course, you can do certain things and empowered steps and all of that. But I've been in times in my life where everything in front of me was literally happening out of my control. But it was happening, looking back now, it was happening for my highest good, of course, as always, but it was truly to teach me things to get me prepared for where I was going. So it's incredibly imperative and important that you allow yourself to feel as you feel and not think that those emotions are attached to any type of value. And I also feel like there's this fear of going into victimhood. And this is something that I, understand too. It's like, if we start to feel these feelings about things that happened, it's like, oh no, like what if I fall into victimhood again and can't get out, or whatever the case is. And so Spirit's like, please, I just saw 324, that feels significant. Please just allow yourself to grieve about what happened and what you experienced and what you learned. Because if you can address all the shit that happened, like truly sit and just address it, then it will be gone. Like, I feel like there's just so many parts that you're not coming to terms with because you're so afraid to go down that road again, that you're keeping yourself fully cut off from the beauty in front of you. And like, you can pray all day long for Spirit to show you XYZ. You can pray and command all day long for the universe to show you this and that. But if there's energy stuck within your body, your spirit, your mind, in any capacity that is the opposite of what it is that you're calling in. So let's say if you're calling in money or finances and there's shame and guilt around money and finances and lack, you are going to have to address that to make space for it to come in. This is vibration. This is frequency. Okay. Lack is a very low vibrational energy. Abundance it likes to flow. And so if you're trying to make abundance fit into this tiny little squiggly line, instead it wants to be like this, it's not going to be as happy to be there. Again, though, it's just an energy. It has nothing to do with who you are as a person or your values or your character or anything like that. That's why money still goes to people who are bad people, right? Like, It's not about morals and values, okay? Money is not spiritual. So whatever this is for you, obviously, some of you, a big hand of you, this must be around money, but it's incredibly important. And yes, I agree, like be positive, have good mindset. And also you're kind of like contradicting yourself because there's this stuff that wants to be purged to make room. But it's like, you're like, no. We have to stay positive. We have to stay great, stay positive, but be positive in the space of, I'm going to be compassionate and loving and caring. That's positive. To these emotions that I need to grieve and feel. Okay, this is like a full reading for you guys today. This is not going on Instagram, okay? All right, so look at this, initiation. This is what I feel like you've been going through. So it's not like you need to, listen, of course, you have to take responsibility. I'm not like there's, of course. But there's this person, I feel like I'm talking to like one person. You know that a lot of stuff that happened to you was out of your control and it was for purpose. This is the sun and the moon showing up here. The sun and the moon, like it's the light and the dark. You have to understand both for whatever it is that you move into, whatever your purpose is, whatever it is that you're like meant to be called into here, And I just feel like you're kind of underestimating your ability to feel and to move. Like you can see here, look, the water is flowing out here, and then this is like kind of like darkness. First of all, it's duality, it's earth. Like that is the way life goes, but you can transmute it. The only way though to transmute it is to feel it and release it and move it into something different. So that is why you're seeing this today, is because Spirit is like, this is the way. It is 2:22 right now, PM, where I am. This is the way to move forward. But if you're not going to address this stuff, it's going to keep coming up in your reality. And now you can't use that, saying of like, shit is just out of my control because the universe is just moving stuff out of the way. The divine is like, it's all set and ready to go. And now it's your turn to do what you need to do on your end. Okay. Again, you're not doing anything wrong. I don't know why I feel like I need to tell you that. Remind your body that you're safe. You're not in trouble. You cannot be in trouble. Whoever I'm talking to, I feel like you're a grown adult. You cannot be in trouble by anyone, okay? There's no need to hold shame and guilt around things in your life when you're a grown-ass person. You're your own human being, okay? So remember that and empower yourself in that, okay? Again, Miley Cyrus. I can buy myself flowers. I can hold my hands. I can love you better than you can, okay? Love me better. What? I can love me better, okay, than anybody else. So if this is love for you, there you go. But it doesn't have to be. So just let this out, okay? Do some body work. Maybe connect with your body. Yin yoga, breath work, tapping, big releases. You got this, okay? You got this. This is the thing you needed to hear, okay? All right. I think that's it. I love you. I hope you have the best day, night, whatever it is. It's turned into such a long reading that I didn't expect, but I do hope that this served you. And if you need any support on this, you can go check out my link in bio. I have memberships and courses and everything else that you could need to help you through your spiritual journey. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.